religion, law, or morality
Hell yeah.
is not an independent force, but a reflection of the ruling class's interests.
Let's
the categorical
do my makeup
imperative
really quickly.
The challenge for dualism is explaining how these two substances interact. If the mind is non-physical, how does it influence the body? How does a thought like, I want to raise my hand, result in physical movement?
Cells.
In contrast, dualism argues that mind and body are not separate. Materialism, physicalism, the dominant scientific view today, claims that everything, including thoughts and emotions, can be explained by brain activity. Plato and Aristotle both explored akrasia, questioning why rational beings sometimes fail to follow reason. Suppose you decide to eat healthy, yet late at night you binge on junk food. You knew it was a bad choice, but you did it anyway. Why? This problem goes beyond diet. It applies to procrastination, addiction, destructive relationships, and any situation where people act contrary to their best interests. Socrates believed that true knowledge prevents akrasia. If someone really understands that something is bad, they would not do it. He argued that ignorance, not weakness of will, is the cause of bad decisions. Aristotle disagreed, arguing that people can know what is best, but still be swayed by emotions and desires. He saw akrasia as a failure of self-control rather than ignorance. Modern psychology supports Aristotle's view. Studies in cognitive bias, habit formation, and self-discipline show that willpower is limited and easily undermined by stress, temptation, or fatigue. The brain often prioritizes short-term pleasure over long-term well-being. Understanding akrasia is key to improving self-discipline. Strategies like habit building, delayed gratification, and mindfulness can help overcome it. Whether in philosophy or daily life, akrasia remains a central challenge. Knowing what is right is one thing, but consistently doing it is another. Dialectical materialism. Dialectical materialism is the philosophical framework developed by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels to explain how history, society, and economic structures evolve through conflict and material conditions. It is rooted in two key ideas: dialectics, the process of change through contradictions, and materialism, the belief that material conditions, such as economy, labor, and production, shape human society rather than ideas or spiritual forces. At its core, dialectical materialism argues that history progresses through class struggle. Marx saw society as driven by contradictions between opposing economic classes, for example, between feudal lords and peasants, or between capitalists and workers. These conflicts create tensions that ultimately lead to revolutionary change. In capitalism, the contradiction lies in how wealth is produced by workers but controlled by the owners. Marx predicted that this would lead to inevitable struggle and the eventual rise of a classless communist society. Unlike traditional idealist philosophies, which see history as shaped by ideas, dialectical materialism insists that material forces, who controls the means of production, how goods are distributed, and how labor is organized, determine societal development. In other words, economics drives history. The dominant ideology of any era, religion, law, or morality, is not an independent force, but a reflection of the ruling class's interests. Dialectical materialism remains influential in political theory, economics,